Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine a company that was once, a titan, a real household name, synonymous with an industry even,
Yeah.
but then it just silently faded away.
Right. Not with a bang.
Exactly. Not because a direct competitor totally outmaneuvered them, but because of its own internal blind spots.
Like they...
Think Kodak, think Nokia.
Classic examples.
They weren't just disrupted from the outside, they were kind of consumed by their own outdated beliefs.
Yeah, beliefs that felt safe at the time, probably.
Now, what if I told you that the very same silent, insidious threat is lurking inside many banks right now? Even the ones boasting shiny new digital fronts.
Okay.
Today, we're diving into this fascinating article. It's called Fatal Delusions: 10 Misconceptions Killing Digital Banks from Within by UXDA.
Right.
But don't let the title fool you. This isn't just about financial institutions.
No, the scope feels much broader.
It really is. It's like a powerful blueprint for understanding internal threats to any organization facing rapid technological change.
Okay. Our mission today is to extract the most critical nuggets of knowledge from these 10 misconceptions. We want to help you understand not just what they are, but why they're so potent.
And crucially, what proactive steps you can actually take.
Exactly.
What's truly striking here, I think, is how the article reframes the enemy. It suggests that if a bank, or really any established company, falters in this digital age, it won't be because some nimble, disruptive startup, ate their lunch.
Right. That's the common narrative.
It is. But the article argues it will be because the organization basically starved itself on a diet of comforting lies.
Comforting lies. That's a powerful phrase.
It is. And these aren't malicious untruths, right? They're more like these seductive internal narratives that let executives feel in control.
Ah, okay. Justify the easier decisions today.
Precisely. And those easy decisions become deadly tomorrow. So the big question is, what exactly are these comforting lies?
Yeah, and how do they become so dangerous?
That's what we need to get into. Exactly. We're going to dive deep into these delusions, uncover their true impact, and hopefully arm you with insights that are relevant far beyond just the banking world.
Yeah, this applies across the board.
Prepare for some genuine aha moments, because these insights could very well be the difference between thriving and, well, simply fading away.
Okay, let's do it.
Here's where it gets really interesting and maybe a little uncomfortable for some. The first fatal delusion is the belief that digital transformation has an end.
Ah, the finish line fallacy.
Totally. It's such a comforting thought, isn't it? That you can treat digital transformation like a finite project, pick the box, declare it done, move on.
Yeah, we did our digital transformation back in 2023.
Right. But the article powerfully argues that this is just a seductive illusion. Financial companies, like so many others in different sectors, are fundamentally becoming technology companies at their core.
That's the key shift in identity.
It is. This isn't some temporary phase. It demands a perpetual process of evolution. Think about it. Once you integrate digital into your core operations,
You're on the hook.
you're on a continuous upgrade cycle, stagnation.
Yeah.
It's simply not an option anymore.
No way.
Relying on those outdated legacy systems isn't just inefficient, it actually cripples a bank's ability to innovate, to respond to market changes.
To compete, ultimately.
Exactly. It leads to ballooning costs and this slow, painful erosion of relevance.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, like you said, this isn't solely about banks. It's about any industry grappling with this exponential technological change.
Right.
The idea that you can finish modernizing is, as you said, a really seductive trap. It leads directly to complacency.
We've seen it happen before.
We have. Think Blockbuster. They believed their digital shift was just adding DVDs by mail.
Instead of embracing streaming as a whole new identity.
Exactly. The article's emphasis on financial companies becoming technology companies at their core,
Yeah.
well, it means moving beyond just using technology to being defined by it.
So what does this all mean for you, our listener? Whether you're in banking, retail, maybe even education.
Yeah, what's the takeaway?
It means your strategy needs to be less about completing some digital project
They're ticking that box.
and more about embracing ongoing adaptation, continuous learning, and just perpetual evolution. You're building a living, breathing system, not some static monument.
That's a great way to put it.
And to address this, the article suggests organizations need to foster a culture that sees transformation as this endless journey, constantly assessing, updating tech, processes, business models.
And always investing in R&D with a flexible, long-term digital roadmap, not something rigid.
Exactly. Okay, now let's move to a cluster of misconceptions. These all revolve around a fundamental misunderstanding of the customer.
Ah, okay. This should be good.
And this first one, well, it might hit home for anyone who's ever built a product.
Yeah.
It's, if users can't use our app, it's their fault.
Oh, boy. The class.
Oh, totally. The blame game. It's such a common excuse for poor service adoption, right? Point fingers at the users, say they're not tech savvy enough.
Or they didn't read the manual properly.
Right. But the truth, as the article bluntly puts it, is that the service itself is often just overly complex, or poorly designed, or simply not intuitive.
The design failed the user, not the other way around.
Precisely. If customers struggle to use your service without constant support, without needing that dedicated instruction manual, well, that's a clear, unmistakable sign.
A big red flag.
Yeah. The design and the user experience, the UX, they need significant improvements. Think of UX as just how easily and enjoyably someone interacts with your stuff.
What's fascinating here is the psychological trap, isn't it?
How so?
Well, it's just easier to blame the user than to admit our own design flaws, especially when teams have invested a lot of time and energy, maybe even ego, into a product.
That makes sense. It protects the internal narrative.
Exactly. But it raises that critical question. Are we truly listening to our users? Or are we just pushing out features we think they want?
And then just rationalizing away their struggles.
Yeah, that delusion is a direct barrier to genuinely customer-centric innovation.
Absolutely. So to counter this, organizations have got to simplify and optimize that user experience. Constantly do usability testing, gather direct user feedback.
Real feedback from real users.
Yes, and iteratively improve the service based on real-world data and analytics. Provide clear in-app tips, not just some FAQ page buried deep on your website.
Make it easy.
And speaking of innovation, this connects directly to another pervasive myth. Innovation is about technology.
Ah, the shiny object syndrome.
Pretty much. While technology is undeniably crucial, obviously, it's just a tool.
An enabler.
Right. The true essence of innovation, according to the article, lies in enhancing customer satisfaction and enriching their overall experience.
Focusing on the outcome for the user, not the tech itself.
Exactly. Think of it this way. Banks that focus solely on tech advancements, without considering how they genuinely improve the customer journey, they're missing the point.
Completely.
They might build the most advanced AI chatbot, right? But if it just frustrates users more than it helps,
It's a failure. Doesn't matter how cool the tech is.
that's not innovation. It's just expensive tech.
Yeah.
Innovation should always aim to solve real customer problems, make their interactions smoother.
Yeah.
The article also points out a critical strategic error here, viewing fintech companies only as competitors.
Right, instead of potential partners.
Exactly. It overlooks massive opportunities for collaboration because many fintechs bring highly innovative, customer-centric solutions that incumbents could actually leverage.
Indeed. It's not just about building something new, it's about building something useful and usable.
That's where the rubber meets the road, isn't it?
It is. Are we leveraging technology to solve actual pain points for our customers? Maybe making a complex process really simple. Or providing truly personalized advice.
Or are we just adopting the latest buzzword tech because everyone else is doing it?
Yeah, without a clear customer benefit in mind. That's the difference between real innovation and just chasing trends.
Which brings us to a related and equally critical point. Product design is a one-time project.
Oh, this one is huge.
Yeah.
Treat it like painting a house, do it once and you're good for years.
Exactly. This delusion treats design as like a cosmetic layer, something you do once at the beginning, slap it on, and then forget about.
Yeah, the lipstick on a pig approach sometimes.
Right. But the article really stresses that product design, especially for digital services, isn't a one-off task. It's an ongoing, living activity.
Has to be.
Continuous improvement in user experience is absolutely essential just to stay relevant and competitive. Markets evolve, user expectations shift constantly.
And new tech emerges all the time.
All the time. So banks, and really any digital product provider, must adopt this mindset of perpetual iteration, constantly refining, enhancing their products based on user feedback and what's happening in the market.
If you don't, your product just gets stale, clunky.
And eventually obsolete. To keep up, you need to implement agile development practices, those rapid, iterative cycles of building, testing, learning.
Right. Build, measure, learn, repeat.
And ensure regular updates and continuous investment in UX research. always be learning about your users.
Makes sense.
And perhaps the biggest, maybe the most pervasive customer-centric misconception of them all.
Got it.
The customer is about marketing.
Focusing only on getting them in the door.
Exactly. Many banks view customers primarily through that marketing lens, focus solely on attraction and acquisition. Get them signed up then. Okay, on to the next lead, right?
Yeah, churn and burn sometimes.
But the article emphasizes that the client relationship extends far beyond that initial attraction. It's fundamentally about the entire experience.
Every single touch point.
Every single one, because that's what truly drives retention and loyalty. And customer data, it highlights, holds immense value way beyond just targeting ads.
Oh, absolutely. It's gold.
It provides deep, actionable insights into user behavior. That lets you tailor offerings, proactively solve problems, and significantly improve satisfaction. It's like free, continuous market research handed to you.
This point is absolutely crucial because it forces that shift from a purely transactional mindset,
Yes.
the sale, to a relationship one.
Building loyalty over time.
Right. If we're only focused on marketing, we're probably investing heavily in new customer acquisition while potentially, hemorrhaging existing customers because their actual experience is poor.
The leaky bucket problem.
Exactly. It raises that important question. Are we truly measuring the quality of the ongoing customer experience? And are we using that data to drive improvements? Or are we just counting new signups?
Focusing only on the top of the funnel.
Is a recipe for disaster long term.
Precisely. So to address this, organizations need to focus relentlessly on delivering exceptional experiences at every single customer touchpoint, not just during acquisition.
It's the whole journey.
Develop strategies that prioritize those long-term customer relationships over short-term marketing wins. And implement clear metrics, KPIs, to measure and act on the quality of that customer experience. Turn data into delight.
Data into delight. I like that.
Okay, let's shift gears now. Let's talk about how digital fundamentally redefines the business itself. Another pervasive misconception is a digital app is just another delivery channel.
Right, like having a branch, an ATM, and an app. Just another option.
Exactly. But this view profoundly underestimates the transformative potential of digital tech. In today's landscape, digital isn't just another channel.
It's becoming the channel for many.
Or even more, they are key products and they define modern business strategies. Banks have to integrate digital into the core of their operations, make it the heart of their value proposition.
Not just bolted on the side.
Right. The article clarifies that digital transformation should be seen as a strategic investment that drives growth, not merely a cost center for maintaining an online presence.
It's the difference between having an online brochure and having your primary interactive business platform online.
Well said.
And the striking point here is that this is a profound shift, isn't it? From thinking of digital as just an add-on to seeing it as the very foundation of the business. This transformation fundamentally turns a bank into a technology company.
With Amazon as a tech company that sells goods.
Exactly. Or Netflix is a tech company delivering entertainment.
Right.
For a modern bank, digital is no longer just a way to deliver services. It is the primary service offering.
It's the differentiator.
It's the differentiator, and it's the engine for future growth. Period.
And this leads directly to a really crucial strategic error that often plagues large organizations.
Okay.
The belief that business strategy and digital service design are not connected.
Keeping them in separate silos. Design does the pretty stuff, strategy does the serious stuff.
Exactly. This delusion often sees service design as like a marketing activity or maybe UI UX, separate from core business objectives.
But that doesn't make sense anymore.
It doesn't, because as we just said, in a modern bank, digital becomes the primary service offering, which means the bank effectively is a technology company.
The service is the strategy in many ways.
Right. The article cites Apple as a prime example. Their business strategy isn't just informed by digital services, it's actually driven by them, by the solutions and innovations that generate the most value.
The ecosystem is the strategy.
Precisely. So for banks, integrating digital service design into the core business strategy isn't just a nice to have, it's absolutely essential for long-term success.
You can't separate them.
You can't. If your digital design doesn't directly reflect and drive your business strategy, you end up with either, a brilliant app that serves no real strategic purpose.
Or a brilliant strategy that's totally crippled by a clunky, unusable digital experience.
Exactly. Either way, it fails. So to avoid this, you need to learn from those industry leaders, elevate digital service design as a strategic function within the organization, not just a tactical one down the hall.
Makes perfect sense. It needs a seat at the main table.
Okay, our next delusion explores that perennial tension in the business world. Speed over quality.
Ah, the move fast and break things mantra, applied sometimes where it shouldn't be.
Right. In the understandable rush to launch new digital products, capture market share, some banks prioritize speed above all else.
Got to be first.
Gotta be first. But this often results in buggy, unreliable applications that, predictably, frustrate customers and quickly erode trust.
And trust is everything in banking.
Everything. The article really emphasizes that striking a critical balance between timely delivery and high-quality execution is paramount. You need both.
There's not an either.
No. In a world where a user can switch banks with literally a few taps on their phone, a single bad experience can send them packing straight to a competitor.
Loyalty is fragile online.
Very. So to address this, organizations need to implement agile methodologies, those iterative, flexible approaches to development.
Build testing and feedback in from the start.
Yes. That allows for rapid development without sacrificing quality. Rigorous testing, quality assurance processes. They have to be in place before launch.
And crucially, improvement needs to continue after launch based on ongoing user feedback. It's never truly done.
Right back to that first delusion, isn't it?
It all connects.
Yeah.
This makes me wonder, though,
Mhm.
what's the true, maybe hidden cost of launching something that's just good enough versus something truly excellent?
Yeah, that's a good question.
The article strongly implies that any short-term gains you get from speed are often drastically outweighed by the long-term damage. Damage to trust, to brand reputation, customer loyalty.
It adds up.
It really does. In the digital realm, an unreliable app isn't just some minor inconvenience. It's a direct threat to your customer base. You simply cannot afford to deliver a subpar experience anymore.
Okay, and finally, a misconception about how digital design should truly be approached. This one is, digital service design is just a package.
Meaning, like the wrapping paper doesn't matter as much as the gift inside.
Kind of. This belief often leads organizations to think the main challenge is just ensuring the digital infrastructure, the core systems, the back end, make sure that's all solid.
The plumbing.
The plumbing, exactly. And the app design, well, that can just be outsourced to some white label vendor or slapped together with generic templates. It's just the interface, right?
It's just the skin.
Just the skin. However, the article argues very strongly that the app architecture and the design don't just present the service, they create the user experience.
They are the experience for the user.
Yes, and that experience fundamentally shapes customers' attitudes toward the banking services and the brand itself. The article has this great provocative line. It's imprudent to deliver $1 million banking service through a free copycat app.
Ouch. But true.
Right. Investing in bespoke, high-quality design is crucial, not just for aesthetics, but to truly stand out in an increasingly crowded and competitive market.
You need differentiation at the experience level.
Exactly. This means prioritizing custom app architecture and what UXDA calls dopamine banking design.
Dopamine banking. Tell me more.
It's about focusing on creating these highly engaging and satisfying digital interactions.
Yeah.
Things that tap into psychological reward systems, making the experience intrinsically enjoyable, maybe even a little addictive in a good way.
So making banking feel less like a chore and more rewarding.
Precisely. Understand that the design and user experience of your digital services are your brand now. They shape perceptions on an emotional level, so avoid blindly relying on those generic, one-size-fits-all solutions.
Got it. Stand out through experience.
Okay, before we wrap up, there's one more critical misconception we absolutely need to shine a light on. It's something often overlooked, yet incredibly powerful.
Okay, lay it on us.
Complaints are about CRM.
Meaning, just handle the complaint, close the ticket, move on. Customer relationship management stuff.
Exactly. Many banks, and honestly many businesses, view complaints merely as that, a CRM issue, a ticket to be closed, a problem to be solved for one individual customer. End of story.
All right, firefighting.
Yeah. But the article argues that complaints represent incredibly valuable strategic information.
Strategic. How so?
They highlight pain points. They uncover systemic flaws in your processes or products. They reveal opportunities to enhance the overall user experience with your digital stuff.
So patterns and complaints are signals.
Huge signals. Addressing complaints should go far beyond just resolving that one individual issue. It should inform broader improvements in service design and delivery. turn that dissatisfaction into innovation fuel.
Wow, yeah.
Ignoring customer feedback, especially complaints, is like just discarding free expert advice on how to make your business better.
That's like throwing away a free consultancy report.
Totally. And it invariably leads to missed opportunities and eventually customer churn. People just leave if they feel unheard.
This is a really powerful point because it profoundly reframes negativity into opportunity.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Every complaint, when you see it through this lens, is essentially a free, unsolicited consultation. It tells you exactly where your service is falling short or where customer needs aren't being met. Yeah.
It makes me wonder, how many organizations are truly leveraging this incredibly rich source of feedback to drive systemic, strategic improvements?
Versus just treating it as that transactional checkbox exercise.
Exactly. Just complaint handled. Tick. The data hidden in those complaints, it could be the key to unlocking your next big innovation or preventing a future customer exodus.
It truly highlights that every interaction, even a negative one, is a profound chance to learn and evolve. The insights are right there, if you're willing to look.
You just have to listen differently.
So what does all this mean for you listening in?
Yeah.
Our deep dive into these fatal delusions? Well, it reveals a clear, consistent message, I think. Yeah. The real threat to banks, and frankly, any organization navigating this digital age, it isn't some external boogeyman you can easily prepare for.
It's not the disruptor you see coming a mile off.
No.
Indeed. The article's final word is pretty stark and really resonant. It says lagging banks won't collapse overnight. They won't go out with a big bang.
No dramatic implosion. No. Instead, they'll just erode. Quietly. Almost imperceptibly, as customers simply drift away to better, simpler, more human-centered alternatives.
That slow, quiet drift.
Yeah.
That's almost scarier.
It is. It's the silent comfort of believing you're safe, of clinging to these ingrained misconceptions we've talked about that will ultimately eat away at your relevance until there's nothing left.
It truly hammers home that digital modernization is absolutely a perpetual process.
Never ends.
Innovation must be relentlessly customer-centric.
Always.
And design is never, ever a one-time project.
It's ongoing.
The choice seems stark, but maybe simple. Proactively confront these delusions now. Embed these truths into your culture.
Or watch them subtly but surely write your obituary later, as the article so provocatively puts it.
Yeah, that's a powerful image.
It is. And this raises, I think, an important final question for you, our listener.
Okay.
As you reflect on these fatal delusions we've discussed, which of them might be subtly influencing decisions in your own professional life, maybe in your team, or even in your personal pursuits?
Where are those blind spots?
Exactly. How might you proactively seek out and challenge those internal blind spots before they become truly impactful, before they start to erode your own relevance?
A truly thought-provoking challenge to end on. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.